In this video, we'll be learning how to do the problem solving questions on fraction, decimal and percentages. So to begin with the first example, we read it and we highlight it. So in the sale, shirts are on the offer, buy two, save a third of the price. So this is the first piece of the information. Jeans are also currently 25% off. Shirts cost £15 each and jeans cost £30 each. What is the cost of buying two shirts and two pairs of jeans? So what the aim is to buy two shirts and two pairs of jeans. So because we are buying two shirts and on buying the two shirt, it is 1/3 off. So first of all, I'm going to write down that the price of one shirt first of all. So we know that the price of one shirt is £15. We're going to see that what's the price of two shirts. So the price of two shirts would be double of it, which is £30. Okay. Now, because there's a 1/3 off on it, so we're going to find out how much is a 1/3 of £30. So off means multiply. So you do 1/3 of 30. So we see how many 3 makes 30 is a 10. So it means it's going to be £10 off. Because we know that is the £10 off, so we know that the price of the two shirts is £30, and because £10 off are off, so we're going to do £30 minus £10. So it means the two shirts, which after the discount would be of £20. So this is for two shirts. Okay, now we need to find out that what about the jeans. So jeans are currently 25% off, and the price of jeans is £30. So I'm going to write down price of one jeans. Okay, so the price of one jeans is £30 because it's aiming to buy two pairs of jeans, so price of two jeans would be double of it. So two jeans would be £60. Okay, so we find out how much is 25% of 60. So to find out the 25% of 60, you do 25% can be written as 0.25 of 60, and that would be £15. So it means that the 25% of £60 is £15. That's the discount amount. So it means that the price of two pairs of jeans would be, I'm going to do the remaining working out here. So the price of two jeans would be from the total price, which is £60, you're going to minus £15 from here, and that would be £45. So it means that the total price to buy two shirts and two jeans would be what we have found over here. So the price of the two shirts we found is the £20, and the price of two jeans would be £45. You add them together, so we write it down that the total would be 20 plus 45, and that would be £65. So this is what the after the sale price, the price that needs to pay for two shirts and two jeans would be £65. Here we have got the next example now, and the next example is an exam style question. We're going to read and highlight the key information. So this is a rectangle E, F, G and H. The length of EF is 24 and the length of FG is 3 centimeter, which they have mentioned over here as well. Okay, the length of the rectangle decreased by 40% and the width is increased by 30%. So we're going to first write down that what the length is. So the length of the rectangle is basically 24 centimeter. Then we're going to see that because it's decreased by 40%, first I'm going to find out how much is the 40% of 24. So that would be 9.6. Because there's a word that it's decreased, I'm going to write it down over here. That's decrease. It means from the total you minus 9.6 from it. You will have 14.4. We're going to see that what's the next part of the information is. So with the next part of the information is about the width, and with respect to the width, this says that the width is increased by 30%. So first I'm going to write down that how much is the original width is, which is 3 centimeter, and because it's increased by 30%, we're going to find out how much is the 30% of 3. So 30% would be written as 0.30. Off means multiply 3. So when you find out how much is the 30% of 3, it would be 0.9. Once you would have that, because now there's a word that it would be increased, so it would be more. So to find out the new, I'm going to write it down here that the new width would be 3 plus 0.9, and that would be 3.9. I'm going to draw the new rectangle here. So this is the new rectangle now. Of the new rectangle, we get the new length, which is 14.4 because it's reduced by 40. And we get the new width, which is increased by 30% and would be 3.9. Now this says that what is the overall percentage of the change of the area of the rectangle. So we have to find out the area of the initial what we have got the rectangle. So to find out the area, we do base times height, which is 24 times by 3. So when you do 24 times 3, that would be 72 centimeters square. That's the area of the bigger rectangle. So after doing the changes, the area of the new rectangle would be, so I'm going to do the working out here. So to find out this area, you do 14.4 times by 3.9, and the new area would be 56.16. Okay. Now this says that what is the overall percentage change of the area of the rectangle. Now we are finding out the percentage change. So the formula to find out the percentage change is the change divided by original, and you multiply by 100 because you're finding out the percentage. So change means the difference between them. So you're going to do percentage change would be, so how much is the difference is you take away them together. So you take away the amount, which is 72, and then 56.16, divide the original, which is 72, and you multiply it by 100. So when you do the whole thing, you're going to come out with 22%. Here this says that state clearly if it's increase or decrease. Because if I compare the new area, which is 56.16, and the old area was 72. So of course, the new one is smaller than the bigger one. So it means that the overall percentage has decreased. So you say that it's decreased by 22%. Now we have got the next example now. This says that £54 inheritance money is split between 3 people, which is Abby, Babs and Cass, in the ratio of 1, 3 and 2. So reading the first line, I'm going to write down the 3 people name initials, which is A, B and C. I've written them down in the ratio form because the ratios is 1, 3 and 2. So the total amount of the money, I'm going to write it down over here, which is £54. Okay. Now we're going to split this £54 in the ratios of 1, 3 and 2 to 3 different people. We're going to do how many are the total parts, which is 1 plus 3 plus 2, which gives us 6. We're going to do to find out how much is the each part for. So we do 54 divided by 6, and then each would have 9. So to find out how much is the amount of A, B and C, we're going to multiply each of them by 9. So this is going to times by 9, this is going to be times by 9, and this is going to multiply by 9 as well. To write down how much is the amount of A, B, we're going to do 1 times 9 would be £9. Then to find out how much is the amount for the Babs would be, it would be, the ratio is 3, so 3 times 9 would be £27. And for the third one, which is a Cass, the ratio would be 2, so 2 times by 9 would be £18. Remember that whatever the amount you're going to get, when you do the sum of them, it would give you the total amount of the money, which is 54 here. So when you do 9 plus 27 plus 18, it must give you the sum of 54, which is the total amount. So once you know how much is the each amount, then you're going to read the next part of the information. This says that Abby gives 80% of her money to the charity. So we're going to find it out now. So we're going to find out 80% of Abby's amount. So Abby's amount is the £9. So we're going to find out how much is the 80% of this. So it would be 0.80 times by 9. So to find out how much is this, it would be 7.20. It means that out of her total, she has given 7.20 to the charity. The next we're going to read is Babs give 0.25 of her money to the same charity. Now 0.25 is same as writing it down 25. And we're going to find out how much is Babs given for the charity. So this is for A, this is for Abby, holder of this working out. So this is the amount she has given to the charity. Now, if I'm going to see that 0.25 of the Babs amount would be 27. So this is 27 over here. So how much Babs has given would be 6.75 for the charity. So this is the Babs amount of the charity. So I'm going to write it down over here, which is Babs amount. Okay. Now I'm going to look to the third person now. This says that Cass also gives 2/9 of her money to the charity. So to find out how much Cass has given, it would be 2/9 of her amount. So how much is her amount is of £18. So 2/9 of 18 would be £4. So this is the amount what she has given for the charity. So I've got all the 3 amounts over here, which they have given for the charity. Now, let's see that what they're asking in the part A. This says how much money in total the girls donate to charity. So we could do the sum of the money which they have given for the charity. So total would be what A has given is 7.20. B has given is 6.75. And what C has given is £4. So adding all of them together, the total amount what they have been given to for the charity is £17.95. This is part A. Now, to do the part B, this says that express the amount of money they give to charity as the percentage of the inherited amount to one decimal place. It means we need to find out the percentage now. And to find out the percentage, I'm going to write it down here. Percentage would be how much the amount they given for the charity is 17.95. The total always go in the denominator, which is the inherited amount, and which is £54. And to find the percentage, we always multiply by 100. So the percentage that we're going to get from here would be 33.2%, and that's the answer to the part B. Here we have got the last example on at the Redbridge School, 1/3 of the pupils have a pet dogs, 2/5 have cat, and 1/5 have the hamster. I'm going to write it down here now. So 1/3 would be for the dog. Then 2/5 of them are those who are having cat. And the next piece of the information is 1/15 has got a hamster. Okay, so these are the three different animals. The rest have no pets. So we know that the total of anything would be equals to 1. The rest of them will not be having any pets. Okay, so we're going to find out what fraction of the children have no pets. Pupils having pets. So it would be the sum of the fractions, which is the 1/3 plus 2/5 plus 1/15. Now, we know that if we are adding any fractions, we make the denominators to be the same. So you make the common denominator possibly could be 15. So times the top and the bottom by 5. Then you times by 3 with the top and the bottom. And this is making a 15. So I'm going to simplify these fractions now. So that would be 5/15 plus 6/15 plus 1/15. You would have a common denominator, which is 15. You add the numbers written on the top. So 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 1 is 12. So this is a fraction of the people who have the pets. What we need to find out is the fraction of the people who are not having the pets. We know that is always add up to 1. So you write it down, not having pets would be 1 minus 12/15. So the remaining fraction would be, so if you do 15 take away 12, you would have 3. So 3/15 are those people who are not having a pets. You can even, because this is, I write it down in the simplified form. So you need to make sure you see that does they both goes in the same times table. Because they both 3 and 15 goes in the 3 times table. So how many 3 makes 3 is a 1. And how many 3 makes 15 is a 5. So you get the fraction of the people who are not having any pets would be 1/5. Now we're having the part B. So in the part B, this says that there are 250 people at the Redbridge School. How many children have no pets? We know that 1/5 of them are not having any pets. So the total children is 250. So not pets is 1/5 have no pets. So we need to find out how much is the 1/5 of 250. And we know that of means multiply. So we do 1/5 of 250, which would be, how many 5 makes 25 would be 5. And that would be 50. So it means that there are the 50 people who are not having any pets. So they are the ones who are not having any pets. Now I'm going to do the last thing, which is the part C. And to do the part C, it would be here. Now, at the Bluebell School, 23% have no pets. Okay. What percentage increase of the pupil at the Bluebell School have no pets compared to the Redbridge School? Now we need to compare. So one of them we have known is a 23%. And from the Redbridge School, we know that how many are having not pets. So because this is given in the percentage form, I'm going to change this in a percentage form as well. So we know that 1/5 is the same as 20%. So there are 20% of, I would say, pupil with no pets. Okay, so we know that now. This is 23%. With the Redbridge School, there are the 20% with no pets. Okay. Now this is that you need to find out the difference. So difference is 23% minus 20. And that would be 3% more. So in the other school, which is a Bluebell School, there is 3% more pupils are having the pets as compared to the Redbridge School. So here, these are all the worded problems on the fraction, decimal and percentages. And you most of the time see the questions like the similar questions in the exam. I hope this video has helped you in understanding the topic. And thanks for watching the video.